Can you imagine a man who's really a Christian not wanting Jesus Christ to come back? How about our educators? Why speak they not a word about bringing the King back? When was the last time you heard a faculty member at West Florida Pensacola Junior College talk about Christ coming back? I went to the University of Alabama and graduated from there and went to the University of Kansas 4 years. I never heard anybody talk about bringing the King back. I don't remember anybody there who knew who the King was. How about the Christian people? Why say you not a word about bringing the King back? You fellows out in the world and work around town here in the world have to deal with people all the time. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know the condition of Christians in this town. They don't talk about Christ coming back. They talk about being slain in the Spirit, and talking in tongues and getting along and sharing their experiences, and healing and the charismatic gifts, and all working together to get to heaven. How come they don't want the Lord to come back? You know what you ought to do at least once or twice in your lifetime? Go to somebody who you know is lost and is putting on a big show, or else go to somebody that's saved and so backslidden they couldn't get forward in a hurricane, and put your arm around them and say, boy, won't it be great when Jesus Christ comes back? And just look them right in the face and just smile. I mean, that's one thing I can do without putting on nothing. I mean, I really mean it. I can do it, man, to anybody. Now, why speak ye not a word about bringing the King back? How about the religious leaders? How come they don't say a word about bringing the King back? That fellow out there in California, Schuler, with his big old Chinese theater, whatever it is, you heard him preach of the second coming of Christ recently? How many sermons of the second coming of Christ? How about Pope John Paul? Run around with half a grapefruit on his head, talking about the black Madonna going to help pulling out. Why you dirty rascal, you reprobate. The very idea of going to a people in the comment of slavery that are starving to death and telling them a black Madonna is going to help them out. Boy, what a reprobate. How come you don't tell them about the King of Kings and Lord of Lords coming back? And setting up a place where the light of the sun is 7 times as bright as it is now, and the light of the moon is 7 times as bright as it is now, and the nations beat the swords into pruning hooks and their spears into plowshares and don't have any more wars. Why don't you tell them about that, Papa? 10. Now therefore, why speak ye not a